Hello pretties, welcome to Visceral. So today I have my update for my eyeshadow obsessions using my palettes project pan. This was created by GEEK here on YouTube and I'm gonna leave her down below. I don't know that anybody else is doing it, but I'm gonna leave her down below. Also, let me just double check my lipstick because okay. I just got home from work. Seriously guys? I just got home from work and my makeup's looking a little rough, especially in the smile line area, and it's 100% the powder that I've been using because I've been trying to finish up the Cover FX one that I got as a sample, and it's not working for me. But let's move on from that, and before we get started, please do not forget to like and subscribe so you become a resident of Visceral, and let's get started. Okay, so I needed to get 20 uses out of all these palettes. I will say I'm technically 1 use short of my Identity palette. I will be using this palette alone tomorrow. Make sure that I do one complete look with just this palette alone. And yeah, I will say I have found a way to use both Charming and Maverick, and I've actually been enjoying doing like looks with Charming all over the lid and just like a nice soft look. I've really been enjoying that. So, you know, there's that. And these foils are just so nice. Bombshell has like this like greenish duochromeness that I really enjoy. So I will be using this one more time, but I have makeup all on and I might as well just film it now. All right, proceed with caution. I'm actually really glad that this was put into the project pan. No new pans, although oh, there you go, Jesus, I did already have pan here. But this created a little bit of extra oomph that I didn't have from the other palettes because other ones are kind of neutral. Like today I'm using gloves on all over the lid and I'm doing like an all black look. And sometimes I would do looks with all hazard when I want something a little bit more dramatic. So I did a look with like all yellow look before too because I just was feeling the yellow. So I feel like this really did bring a little bit of extra something to the neutral palettes we had going. Well, technically, Sweet Talk is not really a neutral palette, but I definitely... Oh my god, seriously, these dogs. I ended up taking the glitters out. I'm done declaring them to my sister. She's going to take them from me. I'm going to be right back, because these dogs are not working. Okay, had to kick them out, but they're just being too much. I really stuck more to the neutral tones in this palette, but from time to time I was feeling like I needed to do something a little more pinky, and I definitely went for these two colors right here, which are Meadow and Dream Maker. So whenever I felt like I wanted to do something pinkier, that's the looks that I was going for. One time I did end up using this shade right here as a liner and it looked very beautiful. It kind of had like this wine effect. So really glad I put it on. And quite a few times ended up using side to side the little Super Shock shadow in this palette, and it was just nice to add a little extra, you know, a little extra pop. I have a new opinion on this palette by using it more. I am starting to enjoy it more, I will say that. Alright, and then Boss Babe, honestly, I think I used Clocked Out a couple of times, but I was just here for Deadline. Deadline was my ride or die every single day. That was my crease color. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but there's quite a dip there. I feel like if you've never hit pan on a L'Oreal Los Angeles eyeshadow, they're deep. These are deep pans, and there's quite a bit of product. So I'm not even close to hitting pan, even though there's a huge dip. But there's a huge dip. That's all I'm trying to say. I definitely. These are just so easy to work with. Her matte formula is by far my favorite matte formula. Even better than the Persona Cosmetics. I just love her matte formula. But it's time for me to pick 4 new palettes. I have my little thing. I'm going to take my Pixie palette out of it. Alright. The Pixie palette is in my Pie Project pan, and it's my unofficial Panda palette. So this palette is not in this cart because I'm going to use that no matter what. Alright, palette number 1. Sleigh Bell, okay. We have the L'Oreal Los Angeles Sleigh Bell. It's another mini palette. I really love this shimmers down here, like a lot, so I'm excited for that. I really wish that instead of Wish List, we had like a shade just like Boss Babe. There's like a mid-tone transition color. Also, so they can help transition cherry chocolate, because cherry chocolate is so vibrant. Like this is a vibrant shade, and I just feel like we needed a little something in between, and it's just not there. but I do like this palette quite a bit. So there is that. All right, let's see. Should have wiped my finger, but all right, let's see what do we got here. Nudie number 2. Yes. Okay, so I got nudie number 2 relatively recently at the was at the beginning of, when did it come out? Was it at the beginning of this year or the end of last year? It came out recently though. I think it was at the end of last year, and I've only used it a handful of times because of this project pan, and I've really been limited to the palettes that I've been using. So I really want to take this out and like really use the hell out of it. I love that there's some of these romantic colors, but there's also a little bit of warmthness. So there's like a little bit of pink, a little bit of warmth. I'm really excited for this peach shade right here, Bum and Risque. I want to do like an all matte, like wine kind of look. I'm looking forward to that. And then like put in low cut on the crease, and then this little bit of lid. That right there. That's gonna be a look. I'm gonna film it, I think, because I'm really looking forward to doing that. Like really looking forward to that. All right. Okay. Palette number 3. What's it gonna be? Give It To Me Straight. Ooh. Okay. So Give It To Me Straight and Nudie number 2 have a relatively similar color scheme. So I think those will actually play really well together. So you see kind of the warm, and then there's a little bit of those burgundies, but not quite the pinks and romantics that are on the Nudie number 2. But I think these 2 palettes would just play really well together. So I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, that's another good one. Okay, one more. How many palettes do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then the next one is gonna be my last one. I'm just gonna do all 5, I think. Okay, let's see. Yes, please. Holy. I just feel like Yes Please does not play well with the rest of this color story at all. Okay, so Yes Please, obviously like super warm, and just look at these romantic shades that I feel like we're getting here. These dogs will not shut up. I'm sorry if I can't make them be quiet. They don't listen. But like I just feel like they don't necessarily play well with each other. I will say that my absolutely favorite transition shade in my entire collection is this shade right here, and that is Note to Self. So I'm really looking forward to using Note to Self quite a bit. I can always go for a Mischief, like a brown look, and I can always like pop like a little bit of yellow if that's something that I'm feeling that day. So you know, I think I'm definitely gonna stick to the neutrals and not go so warm. And I think actually, you know, there's some warmth here. I can definitely do like a brown smoky eye. I'm getting some ideas. I'm starting to get inspired. I do enjoy this palette quite a bit. Obviously, I've already hit pan on it. But I'm looking forward to it. Which means the next round is gonna be like super bananas, because I already know the palettes are gonna be the next one. The last one's it's gonna be something. Alright, that is it for this project pan, I guess challenge. It's not even a project pan, it's more like a challenge. And I'm really enjoying this challenge. It's getting me to really use all my eyeshadows and really getting to know them. I've had some pretty negative opinions of this palette right here up till this challenge. I've really got to play with it some more, and I'm really starting to like it quite a bit. I also saw that I was thinking about buying the Quarter Rosa palette because a lot of people like it, and then I saw Jen Phelps do a swatch video comparison between this palette and that palette, and like 8 of the 14 shadows were right here, and I was like, okay, I definitely don't need that palette then. But anyway, super happy. I'm still enjoying my palettes, and I just know what the last one's gonna be like, and oh lord, it's gonna be all over the place. Alright, that's it. I'm rambling. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.